Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Delonte Freeman and this is S.M.B Fitness. Today's video is an important one. I want everybody to know it. This is an important video. And it's important because everybody either then had sex or is going to, right? I don't believe anyone is going to stay a virgin forever, right? And this one goes out to my males, right? My men out there. I want to explain to you why it's important for you to hold your semen, right? And enter a path of semen retention. I want you to understand a couple things about yourself, right? As a man, you hold the power to create a life, right? Yes, the woman does too, right? It takes two to actually make one, right? But I want you to understand that you are the more dominant species, right? Means you can shoot something. You can shoot a life into a female, right? And now that creates the one child, right? But you need your partner in order to do this, right? So you can't do it alone, but you do have the power to do it. You just need help, right? So I want everybody to understand it about themselves, right? We are the ones shooting. It comes from us and it enters her, right? The life comes from us, enters her, and now a baby is born and she carries the child for about 9 to 12 months, right? I do believe. Well, not 12 months. I think about 9 months. I'm not really sure. But you get the gist of it. She carries the child that you shot into her, right? It takes two to make the one. But you are the more dominant species. As a male, we are just like our Father in heaven, just like God. We have the power and the ability to create. When the Bible talks about a male, he talks about how he made human, right? He talks about how he made men in his image and he made them in the image of God, right? But God always talks about the male first. He made the male first, right? He made Adam first. Adam was first. And then when he talks about how he created human beings and man in his image, he talks about how he made man. He created him. And as male and female, he created them. Right? So together, male and female, but man, him, is who he created first. But I say all that to say that you are powerful, my brother, and very powerful. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a male. If I was a woman, I think I would be saying the same thing, bro. You can't deny the power of a male. You really can't deny it, right? And I want everybody to understand a couple things, right? Number one, I'm going to start off with a question, and I want you to sit and think on it. I'm going to give you like 5 to 10 seconds to even sit and think. We're going to sit in silence, right? But the question is, when you release a nut, right? When you bust a nut, or when you release your sperm, or when you ejaculate and, you erupt, whatever, it's plenty of ways to, break it down or to describe it. But when you release your semen from your body, from ejaculation, masturbation, or sex, when you do that, why are you tired afterwards? Like, no, this is your time to sit and think on it. Like, don't wait for me to give you the answer. Like, literally sit and think. Like, oh, that was a good question. Why? You ready? You got your answer? Well, you're tired afterwards because you just released a piece of yourself, right? I want you to understand the concept of procreation, right? In order to procreate, you have to release a piece of yourself to make and duplicate yourself, and that's called children, right? But if you look about it, if you think about it, why does our children look like us? It's almost like a spitting image of us, right? They come out with our same nose. Sometimes they even come out acting like this, and You know, they just it's almost like us times two, right? They either can continue our legacy or they can break our legacy, right? If we let's say the father is born into like some type of curse, or this father's, you know, leading this type of cursed life, this kid can either continue that legacy and continue to be cursed and continue to curse the generations to come, or this kid can either, you know, break the generational curses, right? But I say this, we look like our fathers and our parents so much because I truly believe that we are a duplicate of them, a duplication of our father and our parents and, you know, our mother. I genuinely believe that, right? But the spirit comes from God. You feel me? I genuinely believe that. But I want you to understand that you get tired because you're duplicating yourself. You're letting off a life. You're giving life. You're giving essentially birth, right? So you become tired. I want you to understand that sex, right? And a lot of sex, or masturbation and porn, and a lot of it continuously over the span of a few days or over the span of a couple hours. You can probably go, some people go 6 times a day, right? 7 times a day. I know I used to, right? And just release and release and release and release. But you don't realize the reason you're tired. You don't realize that you're giving up a piece of yourself. And when you do that, when you give up a piece of yourself, it's really designed for you to duplicate yourself, right? But when you give up a piece of yourself and it's no duplication involved, right? There's no procreation, there's no children being born after you give up yourself, then you're essentially killing yourself for no reason. When the Bible talks about fornication, these are one of the things that it discusses. See, fornication is not just to stop you from diseases or kids growing up, out of wedlock, and just all the bad things that's obvious that can come from fornication. It's also talking about killing yourself like this. When you fornicate, when you're having sex continuously, when you're just busting pints over yourself, and you just releasing continuously over a span of a few days or hours or months or years, and you just nonstop, you're killing yourself, bro. I work out a lot, bro. I'm be honest. And I notice every time I hold my seed, that testosterone, my body looks amazing, bro. It feels amazing. I feel so hard and so and no homo, I don't mean like hard, but I feel like my body is just like, my muscles are stronger. Everything is so tight. It's like, I feel like a machine, like everything is working together. But the moment I release, right, I feel milky and kind of sloppy and kind of like soggy. I can touch myself and it almost feels fat, right? It doesn't feel like I'm strong anymore, right? And this is because I released a piece of me. I gave up a piece of myself. See, the reason Satan and the world and, your opposition and whoever you want to call it, not say the opposition, because that's all it is. It's just the enemy, right? And the reason yourself, because we are destructive by nature. As humans, we are destructive, right? We want to do everything we think we want to do everything we see, right? And we just want to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't think of the consequences, or sometimes we don't even care about the consequences. We just want it so bad, right? I got a little brother, and my little brother, he wanted to get up yesterday, right? He was crying so bad, he just wanted to get up. And because my mother told him no, it made him cry harder. It made him want it even more, right? And I think that we're the same way. By nature, human beings, when God tells us no, we want it more. Because he told us no. We just want to see what it's like now. Like, I have to. It's like something in you is like, I need this thing now. Because he told me no. But we don't realize that it's killing us. And that's what, fornication does. It kills you, bro. Over time, you're giving up a piece of yourself and you're not even procreating. You got to think about it. If the enemy hates you so much And I'm gonna refer back to that topic that I was just about to explain. This is where I was going with this. If your enemy, the adversary, right, the opposition, if this guy, this spirit, this negative entity, this demonic force, if they hate you so much they don't want you to live, and I want you to understand that. Now, what I mean by live is I mean live. I mean just that. He don't want you to live, bro. He wants you to kill yourself, right? And he don't want you to leave an offspring. Because you think about it, when you bust a nut and you leave a legacy here on earth, right? How do you leave a legacy? Well, first and foremost, you have to have kids. First and foremost, you have to create something here on earth in order to leave behind a legacy. You have to create something. Something has to be born, or something has to be built in order for you to leave it. So you have to create, right? Satan doesn't want you to leave your legacy. He doesn't want you to leave behind more life. He wants to destroy all of this, right? You got to think about it. Satan hates God, and he hates God because, he's not better than God. Satan is this character that's a rebellious type of dude. He feels like he know it all. He hates his father, essentially. Like, literally, he hates his father. Have you ever seen any white kids or any people that you know and they just really, really hate their father? That's who Satan is. He hates his father. Right? I'm sorry, I just started thinking about my earthly father, not my father in heaven. I just started thinking about my actual father. My father, Delon. Shout out to my man, Delon Freeman. I started thinking about him because, we had a falling out, but I don't hate him, right? But I just started thinking about certain things, and it's like, dang. As I speak, I gain revelation of my situation, you know what I'm saying? When the spirit moves, it moves through me to me, you know what I'm saying? It don't just move, and then it's just coming to you, and I don't learn nothing from it. Every time I speak, I learn something. Because most of the time, it's not me talking, right? But I want you to understand that Satan is a being that hates his father, right? He hates his father because his father tells him not to do certain things. And because his father tells him not to do certain things, he think his father hates him, or he think his father is mean. So he's gonna rebel against his father. It's like this whole kitty thing. It's like this dude is really a child, right? And you hate your father that much to the point where you'll destroy his creation, all of his creation. I want you to understand that you are made in the image of God. You're made in the likeness of God. You're made to look just like God. If he hates his father, what do you think he'll hate? You think he's going to love you? He hates you because you're the image of his father. So he wants to destroy you in entirety. He don't want you to leave behind no legacy. He wants you to fornicate and destroy yourself, right? And that's how he tells you, he puts this illusion, this shiny object in front of you, and God telling you, hey, don't touch the shiny object. But us as humans, we think it's shiny, right? We just see it as shiny. Oh man, nah, that's shiny, God, I gotta touch it. I'm sorry, man, you tripping. That's right there, that looks like I need to be touching it, right? But what you don't realize is that shiny object is really a knife or a sword. Swords shine too. They're shiny, but they're sharp, brother. So when I'm telling you don't touch it, don't touch it. You feel me? But we feel like we need to touch it. And what that does is that kills us. Period, point blank. Because it's so illusion and it's so shiny, it kills us. And it's like a self-destruct type of thing. Satan doesn't make you do anything, and I want you to understand that. Nobody in this life can make you do anything. I can't make you choose what path you should go on. God can't make you love him. God can't make you do anything. Satan can not neither, right? If God can't make you do nothing, Satan can't do nothing. Can't make you do nothing. When really God can make you do anything, but God is so fair, he's not going to force you to do anything. That'll be like slavery all in itself. And if we wanted to be slaves, then why we wanted to be free when the white people oppressed us? You feel me? Or when the Jews and the Germans oppressed the Jewish people. So it's like it's kind of like messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to be free? right? Or why would you want to be a slave to God? You know what I'm saying? It's like this concept of freedom. You know what I'm saying? So God isn't going to make you do anything. Not saying that he can't, but he's not willing to, because it's God. He's not going to make you do anything. And if that's the case, then Satan cannot neither, right? So if this shiny object, which is sex, fornication, masturbation, Pornhub, whatever, OnlyFans, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, social media in general, if this is shiny and you feel like, oh man, he made me do it. No, he just put it out there. You wanted to do it by heart, by nature. He put it out there though. Just like with this YouTube video, I wanted to do this YouTube video and I'm putting it out there. It's if you want to listen or not. You feel me? So I want you to understand that Satan didn't make you masturbate or anything like that. You can stop at any given instant. You could just cut it off cold turkey. It's not that hard, which it may seem like it is, but that's a mental thing. That's a mental battle. That's why the name of this channel is S.M.B Fitness, spirit, mind, and body. It's all the same thing, bro. If you control your spirit, you'll start to control your mind. You control your mind, you'll control your body. It's just that simple, bro. S.M.B Fitness, brother. So you got it. Don't think of it as it's hard. Get over it. Do it. You're a man. God made you in his image. You're so divine, bro. You can cut off anything cold turkey right now today. You got the power to do it. God given us, he's given us the spirit of self-control. Cut it off, bro. Satan ain't making you do it. Nobody's making you do anything. You want to do it by nature because you're destructive by nature. Cut it off. That being said, though, man, that's the name of this video. That's the end of this video. Subscribe to the channel, bro. And for all my OGs, yeah, I got the same. I got the old, the old instrumental back, baby. It's giving us them old vibes of the old channel when we was at 1,500 subs. But we about to get there, though. That being said, though, man, that's the end of this video. I thank everybody for watching. And I'm out.